you look at his scoring averages going up, from a freshman where he only averages about 3 points a game to where he wins Conference Player of the Year and an All-American as a junior. You look at the fact that he learned a language. He didn't speak English when he started at Gonzaga, and now he speaks pretty good English. But did want to ask you, though, why wasn't he part of the workouts? I know, like on Monday, for example, you brought in the North Carolina guys. Why wasn't Hachimura one of the guys you brought in, or did you talk to him?
The interesting thing about the whole draft process, and it's always been fascinating ever since I've got into coaching nearly 20 years ago, is that you bring a player in, right, and you're with them, you get them on the court. A lot of times it's no more than 3-on-3. Sometimes a lot of the agents say, you know what, he's not going to work out with so-and-so players. He's going to come by himself. So a lot of times it's a 1-on-0 workout. So you throw him in there and you work him out for 45 minutes. And that's all you see him as a coach, because during the season you can't scout, you don't have time to watch games, you don't have a lot of time. You're focused on your team. So the work is done throughout the year,
right.
And the work is done with him. I mean, for like the last 3 years, we have a great relationship with Coach Few, and our scouts have been, watching his development over the years. So, no, you know what? He did not come in, but that's like so irrelevant, because it's really for the head coach to see him for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. I've seen enough on tape. I've talked to enough people, and I know what we need. I know what kind of character he has, and I know what he's about. And I love the fact that he's going to continue to get better. Look at his winning percentage. It's really that's frightening, just to play 3 years of college basketball. I think it was like 90-something and like 7 losses. It's just amazing.
I think 102 and 11, actually, if you include like NCAA tournament. But that's damn good. I mean, I hate to say it. He's going to lose more than 11 games in a couple of months.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on me.
Coach Brooks, though, it is a luxury to get a player of this aptitude in the top 10 that's had this much college experience. You've talked about talking with Coach Few and that he's going to be heaven sent. He's going to be great in the locker room, but he's actually been developed in college, unlike a lot of the guys that went in the top 10 before him that are mostly one-and-doners.
Yeah, he's very mature. Obviously, his life experiences that he's, coming to a new country, and like even Coach Few told me, he said the first year maybe 10% of what I was telling him that it was absorbed, and he said the next year maybe 50%. He said last year, like everything. He said that to me, that's impressive in itself. I mean, I don't know. Matter of fact, I know I could not do that. Go to another country and learn something that quick. But yeah, he's a mature young man, and it's pretty cool to see his development over the years, and then we're going to be able to see him progress as of today. We have to start working on that progress of seeing him improve as a player.
What's sort of the timeline for his development? Because I know when we drafted Troy Brown last year, it was more of a log jam, and we felt like wasn't going to play that much. And I think towards the end, he really started to come on, but it was a lot of G League stuff. It was a lot, very little playing time for him for most of the year. How do you see the trajectory for Rui?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's two different situations, and we're two different teams right now. We have like 5 or 6 players under contract, so there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of minutes to be had potentially, depending on what happens with our own free agents and free agency in itself. It's also different in level of experience. I mean, Troy, nothing against Troy. He was 19 years old when we drafted him, only 1 year of college, and he wasn't ready to step in. Now, do I think Rui's ready to step in and play? I think he has a chance, but that remains to be seen. He's going to have all summer with us. I do know one thing: he's going to work. He's going to get better these next 4 or 5 months, and we'll see. But that's down the road. We're going to build it. I think he even has the same philosophy. We're going to build it one day at a time. He works every day, and when you add a bunch of good days up, you can get some pretty good results.
Will he be in the Vegas Summer League team? I believe that starts July 5th.
Yes, I think our first practice is in Las Vegas the 2nd.
What
for 3 years.
Coach, what
ahead.
about your second-round pick, Admiral Schofield? You know, I didn't watch a lot of Tennessee. I know they were highly ranked all year, though. But when I was watching the clips this morning, I was like, oh, man, I like this kid. This kid's explosive. He can shoot the three. And then, you know, I usually don't get excited about second-round picks. Let's not get crazy. But
The Wizards
you know,
don't usually have second round
we usually
picks.
sell them. But
recently.
I mean, like you say, we got 5 guys. I mean, this guy, I think he can make your roster, and I think this guy could be a player. He could be a contributor for sure. He looks like he's got all the talent in the world.
Yeah, I've been watching him the last 3 or 4 days because I knew that, we were trying to get involved in the second round.
Right.
And the 2 things I really love about him is his athleticism and his toughness. And, he brings it. And he's a strong kid. He's a strong athlete. And nice kid. I spoke to him last night. Just so excited. I mean, obviously, when you get drafted, it's one of your favorite nights of your life. And he's fired up to get out here and give us great effort. And hopefully, we're going to have him in the summer league and develop him all summer, and he's going to have a great chance to make the team. That remains to be seen, but like I said, those 2 guys last night are going to add to our team, add to our culture, and add to the program in a very positive way.